Welcome back to another episode of Fandom Experience. I'm here with my guy Jerry.
What's the word?
Man, how you doing, bro?
Chilling, bro.
Nice to have you in the studio, man. I always ask people, you know what I'm saying, starting off how they're doing on a scale of 1 to 10, like mentally, physically, and emotionally.
Mentally, I'm 10. Physically, 10. Emotionally, we get to 10.
You getting a 10?
Yeah, it's a work in progress.
Yeah. You're on a 10 on all scales?
Something like that.
Why you on such a high right now?
Just working hard. Life is good. Good people around me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't really complain.
So, I mean, you've directed and worked with people like Gherbo, Cordae, Yo Gotti, YB and Cordae, NLE, Choppa, Lil Gotti, Neyo, Famous Dex, Maxo, Kream, Benny the Butcher, Sinister, The Monk Vision. I'm leaving out others, but, you know, those are some, like, key names.
Right.
How do you bring all their like creative visions to life when shooting a music video and like kind of directing it?
I mean, I think we all got a process. For me, a lot of my process comes from, you know, just kind of listening to the song and then understanding what the vibe of the song is, and sometimes even conversations with the artist.
Yeah.
You know, it really helps out when we're coming up with these concepts for these videos. So just talking to the artist, listening to the song, and then I just kind of go back and create a treatment, which is pretty much like a concept PDF thing. And then we send it over to them. They, you know, get to approve it and all type of good stuff. So it's just a collaborative effort a lot of the time. So,
but I feel like you gotta be super creative, bro, to do what you do.
Oh yeah,
having that vision, like, you know what I'm saying. Yes, the artist wants something, but you might want something too, and putting that together.
Right. A lot of times they trust you too. So, you know, when you work with an artist that really trusts you on your vision, they let you just go crazy, and then they be like, "Oh, I like this," or sometimes they don't even know what they want, and you really got to step in. So, yeah, I mean, you got to be creative at least.
Facts. Cause I ain't gonna lie, like I feel like if I was an artist, bro, I don't feel like I'm that creative. Like I would put all the creative control to you, like
right.
All the creative.
And that's what we like too, you know. Sometimes as directors, we want to be able to, you know, really show you what we can do. So, when we love when the artists, you know, just let us go crazy, but we also love to collab. So, you know, because we want to make sure both parties is happy.
Cause I feel like different artists, you know what I'm saying, have different visions and like.
Exactly.
Like, for instance, like Travis Scott's super creative. So his music video, he might, you know what I'm saying, collab with you because he has a crazy mind too.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And the baby too, because like a lot of his music videos are very like creative from him. You know what I'm saying? But the person who's directing kind of brings it all together.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
So you just have, I guess, like your different artists. So what was it like working with like Neyo? I know he's one of your favorite artists ever.
That was actually a very, you know, crazy experience. I got a random text from a lady that I work with very often, and she was just like, "Yo, I got this for you," and I was just like, "No way!" And it was during COVID, so it was like hot, you know. So we were doing a little commercial piece for what's the name of this brand? Lulu somethings.
Lululemon.
Yeah. No, not Lululemon, because I know that's a sports brand. It's it was a music thing, but anyways, so we had to come up with a little concept that went with the commercial stuff that they were trying to do, or really promo video, you want to say. So, you know, we created a script, and then, you know, we linked up and we shot the video. Yeah. And it was pretty dope.
Is there anybody who you came across that's like really like, not even just because you direct, but they've given you game on just how to navigate through the industry or through life just in general?
That's a lot of those conversations we don't really have. But, you know, it's just building a relationship with a lot of these artists is definitely something that happens on the fly. You know, there's a lot of artists that I've worked with that, you know, sometimes we just have on-set conversations, but then never really talk after that onto the video, you know? So, but then there's also artists where we actually get to chop it up and then, you know, have outside of work conversations. But, you know, a lot of the game that we get doesn't come from the artist, because at the end of the day, we don't do the same thing.
No, yeah, fact.
So the game come from the people that are in the game, like other directors, you know, label heads and stuff like that. So
were there like bigger directors that you've like kind of like talked to that's kind of like navigated you to?
Oh yeah, it's a lot of them. You know, I started off, you know, mirroring my you know, my creativity around, you know, bigger directors. You know, there's Edgar. You know, I was talking to Daps. I don't think you know most of these people. And then my man's Laka. You know, they're all, you know, directors that came before me, and they're still doing it right now. But so yeah, I had a lot of you know, great people in my life that I could talk to when I was coming in. So And you know, I'm still grateful for them to this day.
So what? Let's bring it back to like when you first initially even started doing like directing videos and.
So it was like 2016. I really
2016.
started like taking photos in 2016. I started off with a good friend of mine, Melissa. She was a model. You know, we were neighbors. Well, not neighbors, but we were neighbors kind of, and we kind of linked up. She wanted to be a model. I wanted to be a photographer, and we just started together. And then I don't remember. I was doing that for a little while, and then like 2018, I was like, yo, it's a lot of photographers in Houston. I'm not really jacking it no more. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna go do videos because there wasn't a lot of good videographers in the city at that time. So I switched to videos, and I was shooting a lot of like, you know, college parties, clubs. Like I was doing everything. I ain't gonna lie. So
all through in Houston.
Hell yeah. And I was traveling to like, I used to go to Sam Houston. My mans had like a little group where they were throwing parties. I was shooting party videos in Sam Houston, Austin, Dallas, all type of shit, bro. And then we went to the club, and then I met John Tucker, who was, you know, a great photographer in the city. And then, you know, he kind of brought me on a couple stuff as well for him. So I started to meet some of these people, you know, good people. And then I met Regina and Mike, which are another great people in my life. And then she's like an established model. That's how me and her started going together.
So her name's Regina?
Yeah, her name's Regina. So we traveled together. I shot most of her videos and stuff like that. And then I just kind of got tired of it. I got tired, not of her shooting with her, but like shooting like general. Those type of videos. And then, you know, watching other directors, I wanted to be, you know, kind of like them. And so I just kind of linked up. At this time, we was already friends with Monk Vision. Yeah. So me and Monk Vision was friends, but we was never really working together. We was just like, that was just my mans because we played football or whatever. And then they started like taking their music a lot serious around that time. And I was like, I bet. I see what y'all doing. They were shooting their own videos. And I was like, you don't got to do that no more. Let me hop in this. You know, I shoot the videos for y'all because it was going to help me and them at the point where, you know, we're both growing. And so we just kind of started working together in that area. And then it just the relationship just became like really solid. And, you know, now we damn near like family. So, so that's kind of how we kind of transitioned to the directing with them. And then I shot all of their videos, and I was using them to practice my creativity. You know what I'm saying? So
y'all was kind of growing together.
Hell yeah. It was a great thing. They were making good music. I was, you know, making great videos, and it just kind of came together. And we were kind of known for that, you know. So we were known for that in the city. People were respecting it. And I started taking those content that I was making for them and pushing it to other directors and saying, yo, this is what I can do. If I can, you know, come on set, watch you do your thing, I'd love to work with you or whatever. And it just kind of led to other opportunities. And I know I think this is where it kind of turned around when Laka, my friend, he came to Houston to shoot a video. And he was looking for a dude that could light. I wasn't a lighting dude, but like I knew how to light. You know what I'm saying? Because I was lighting the shit I was shooting for Monk Vision. So he was looking for a gaffer is what we call it. And then I just kind of pulled up on him with my light, and I lit the video for him, and it was cool. I mean, the video came out great. And then we started chopping it up, and that's when we kind of made our connection. And then later down the line, he put me in a group chat in a great situation where I just started getting it, and I started working with these labels and stuff like that. So
somebody who's in your position right now, or not in your position, who's striving to be in your position right now, you know what I'm saying, and starting off right now as a videographer, what can they do to like get to where you are now? And like obviously it wasn't that easy to just get to where you are now.
Of course.
So, you know what I'm saying, explain kind of like how to get there and the hard work that you got to really put in.
I mean, I don't think there's any steps to getting there. I think it's just about people's goals and vision. Because I envisioned what I wanted to be today, you know, so it helped.
Like you manifested it.
Exactly. So for the people that are doing it and are trying to get to the next level, I just feel like my only advice is to really put yourself in those situations to be that. You know, so if you're shooting college parties like I was, and you don't want to do it anymore, you just got to stop. So stop doing it. Start picking up on the stuff that you want to do. Like I did, I found an artist that I could work with that would let me shoot all of their videos. So it's like, you just got to create your own opportunities for big opportunities to come. So whatever you're trying to do, you can learn to the point where you feel like you're good enough. Then go find an artist that's willing to work with you. Reach out to a bunch of artists, tell them you shoot their videos for free, because you need to.
Yeah. Build a relationship. With
Yeah, build a relationship, and then you can use that to create a portfolio for yourself, and then take that to the next level and reach out to bigger artists, and then that's how you make your cheese.
That's crazy. What inspired you out of all things to be a director and a producer? And when did you really learn before you actually started doing videos? When did you learn like that was actually just for you? Or one moment would you say that was just for you?
Well, my dad was in broadcast. He was in a TV world back home.
Nigeria?
Yeah, home is Nigeria. So he was doing that. So I kind of, how like, because you're Nigerian, so how they try to let you like, be whatever they want you to be successful with the school and shit. But
facts.
But also, my dad was also like, trying to push me to doing like TV stuff or like, being involved with the cameras and stuff. Mainly because I didn't really know what I wanted to do with myself at the time. Yeah. So he was just trying to help out. And then, when they do that, we usually don't want to do it. So.
Facts.
So that's how it was. And then I think the first time was when he forced me to shoot photos for our church. That was the first time I picked up a camera and I was taking photos in the church. Yeah. And I like took the first photo and that shit kind of looked crisp. I was like, wait,
it's live.
This shit kind of live.
Yeah.
So that was kind of like the moment I was just like, yo, this is kind of fly. I want to do it for real. Yeah. And then I started finding like photographers that was in the game, and I was like, yo, this shit is kind of sick. And then that's how I kind of got into it because of my dad in a way. Yeah. So he kind of put me in a situation where this was what I realized that I wanted to do. Yeah. And then from that moment, it was just me all through, because now I had to figure out the best way to be the best at. Yeah. Everything that I was trying to do.
Him seeing you now, like, how does he feel? Like, I know he's like, damn, my son really, you know what I'm saying?
It was
from that moment, you know what I'm saying?
It was a struggle. I ain't gonna lie.
Why?
Even when he showed me, the way in that area, it was a struggle in the sense that they still wanted me to go to school, because you're not gonna feed your family off taking photos. Well, you can if you become successful.
So relatively super fast, right? But like, did you go to college? End up going to college?
I was in school, but I hate school.
I hate school too.
I don't. Yeah, it's not for me. It never was. And I don't think it ever will be.
I'm in that battle right now, though, bro.
I feel it.
Like I'm still in college. You know what I'm saying? But it's like the hurdle, it's such a big ass hurdle right now to finish, bro. Yeah. And it's so tough. And like, if your people, like it's crazy because your people are super understanding. My people are like my mom is really not like. Right. It's like finish school. I'm like you're getting kicked out.
Well,
like,
I wouldn't say they're super understanding, but they did. I did take a lot of L's. Yeah. Not listening. So it was a lot of arguments. It was a lot of.
So explain like what you mean by you took a lot of L's by lightness, like not listening.
When your parents are not on your side and you can't really like do shit for yourself at the time, they start to put you in punishments where you know what I'm saying, like that type of shit. Yeah, where you need them and they're not gonna do shit for you because they want you to do what they want you to do. Yeah. So I was facing a lot of that. I would even get kicked out the crib. Like a lot of that was because I was kind of being stubborn, and I guess disrespectful. So I'd get kicked out the crib. I wouldn't, I didn't have a car. Like it was a lot of shit. They weren't being mean either. It was just me not on the same page as them because they didn't really see the vision at first, and I wasn't very clear with my vision too.
I don't mean to cut you off, but why does it have to get to that point to where like they like, you know what I'm saying, as a Nigerian parent, why they have to kick you, or not even Nigerian, just parents in general, right? Why have to get to the point where like you got to kick me out because you don't see the vision I'm trying to bring to life?
I mean, it's just the way they grew up. I mean, they are very into the books, and they know like the books is the safest way to be successful, Yeah. And who doesn't want their kid to be successful? So they, always push for the safest thing.
But that's the thing. That's the biggest thing today. That's different. Like you got kids nowadays, bro, becoming super successful, not even touching a college campus.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, at least for my parents, I can't speak for everybody else's parents, but like I feel like they're not used to how life is now. Right. They're not, you know what I'm saying? They're still thinking of how life was when they were coming up, and it's not like that, bro. Exactly. So they're not opening their mind. I always tell my mom, like, you don't know the world is like what it is today. You just know what it was like back then. So like you don't even know how it is like, right. You know what I'm saying, now. Like,
yeah, they're not outside, so they don't really see, the people that's really
they're not on the gram, like, you know what I'm saying? You're not on Twitter, like they live in a whole like closed world.
And that's why you can't really be mad at them either, you know what I'm saying? So you just gotta really understand where they're coming from. even though they don't understand where you coming from.
Nah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? So, and that's what I did, but it doesn't mean like, so I would still go to school, but I would like fail. Like, I wouldn't go to school for real. Like, I'll be in school, but I didn't be in, like I took a business online class one time. Then I took my first test and I was like, yo, hell nah. I was like, hell nah.
What school you go to?
It was like a GW, whatever the fuck the shit was
Online,
called.
right?
Yeah, it was an online school.
I
I was like,
understand
you know
that.
what? I'm gonna get a business degree and we gonna, give them a degree so they can chill out.
Yeah.
I did the first test, nigga. I got like a fat ass F. I was like, yeah, I'm gone.
Man.
And I just canceled the whole thing, got my refund, and I never told them. You know what I'm
crazy.
saying? But it took a while. They kind of gave up on me in that area when it comes to like what I wanted to be. They were just like, your life is your life. Go figure out what you want to do. Because, you can't really force me to do anything.
Nah, yeah, facts. Facts.
But they're still going to be my parents. So at that point, it was just like, do whatever you want to do. And I was like, say less. You know what I'm saying? So it came with whatever it came with. But I just ended up doing it anyway because I understood where I was trying to go. Mm-hmm. And you can't outwork me.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody that can. You know what I'm saying? So me knowing that, I knew I wasn't going to be not successful in whatever I was trying to do. And I'm, still striving for greatness. But so when I got to the point where I was down doing these things and I was meeting these people, they still didn't get it because they don't know nothing about the rap or music industry. But then I started getting on interviews and I did an IR radio interview and then I got, I did a bunch of, I was getting, recognized a lot.
That's crazy.
And I would send it to them, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they could see it. Be like, oh, okay, what is this? They'll read it and obviously you can see what it says.
Yeah.
So that's how I kind of got them on board at some point. And my mom was like my mom is a sweetheart. So she was more invested.
I mean, I feel like they get sweeter once they start seeing you getting a little successful. Like,
and my dad would have the talk with me and be like, okay, since this is what you want to do, I can help you. So, they kind of got on board before it really popped. Yeah. And then when it popped, it's just everybody know what I do now. Yeah.
So, that's crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I wish like, hopefully I get to that point. You know what I'm saying? I'm like in my like senior year right now.
You almost done, gang.
Bro, I got like 20 credits, but it's just like, bro, like, I go to UTSA and shit, and they trying to make me move back there. Everything I do is in Houston, so it's just very like.
I got you. Show them what you're doing, shit.
It's they don't give a fuck.
If I'm being,
nah, they don't really care, bro. And it's like my mom did the same shit she did to you, bro. She tried like, you know what I'm saying, she kicked me out. Luckily, like, you know what I'm saying, like, she took my car, but my dad gave me another car, so I wasn't carless. So like, you know what I'm saying? But she really wanted me to fall to like be able to be like, hey, like,
I need you.
Like, you don't want me to come back and be like, I need, like, no. So like that really didn't happen. So like,
because we not going for that.
I'm not going. Like, nah, facts. Like, that's crazy. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy that you say that because like same shit happened to me, bro. Like, but it was cool. Like, I ain't call her. You know what I'm saying? She reached out back to me. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, they
trying to
always
come back
do.
to fuck with me. So I mean, it's my mom, obviously. Like, I'm not gonna act like she's just some random person.
Yeah.
So it's whatever. But I just wish like my parents were kind of a little bit more understanding.
Right.
But I guess you got to put it in their face for them to really see it, to like see the vision of like what you really got going on.
I ain't gonna lie. One time I got kicked out. And I stayed by my best friend back then, his crib. And then that Sunday I went to church because they thought I was gonna come to church. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That Sunday I pulled up to church and I wasn't even living at the crib. They was like, "Oh, you made it to church, okay?" And then that same day my mom called me to come back home. Cause it's like
crazy.
They kick you out and expect like everything to just fall apart and you just damn near turn into a living on the street and shit. But I was like, nah, I'm gonna still do what I gotta do.
Nah, that shit crazy, bro. You went back after?
Oh yeah, of course.
See, that's what I'm saying.
I love the crib.
It's crazy. Not fact. Like, it's crazy.
I love the crib.
What would you say are some pros and cons of working like in the entertainment industry, and like do you ever get like overwhelmed with anything?
I don't really overwhelmed could come in different areas. We deal with a lot of shit, so we you never really know what part is gonna stress you out based on the project you're working on. A lot of pros. I mean, the lifestyle is cool.
Facts.
You get to kind of hang with some of the people that you grew up listening to. You get to, work with some of the people that you admire. There's people talking about you. Your name is, kind of out there. And I think it's just, it's a good way to like reevaluate life and just understand that everything you work hard for is showing and it's paying off. So like just that satisfaction of knowing that you're in the right situation, you're in the right spot, and you're doing well for yourself. Is good. I mean, the money is cool.
Nah, I could tell,
you make
man.
good bread from it. The
Boy
cons,
shining.
the cons is you know, you got to deal with a lot of artists, and they come with their own baggage for whatever reason. So, you know,
elaborate more on that. Like,
so
as far
like,
as like what
you could probably, I ain't really had to deal with no artists like this, but I'm sure there's artists that you know probably in a bad mood that day, and you got to shoot a video, and it's like you got a 12-hour day, and they're not happy, and they're not giving you enough energy, and it's just like it's very demoralizing because like you're trying to create something special, and they're just not invested in it.
Yeah, that's what
so you know, so that is just one of the downside of working with it, and you know the politics that goes into, you know, shooting videos and working with labels and all type of shit, bro. I could go on and on, but I don't want to implicate myself with it.
But I forgot what you were saying.
No, I was just saying, just kind of dealing with like different attitudes, different people, and you know, different labels. Some are good, some are bad, and
In your opinion, what you think makes a good director?
That's a great question. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of things, you know. I think the biggest thing as a director is being able to hold it down. You know what I'm saying? Because we have very long hours every time we work. So, you know, a great director is somebody that can have A1 energy from start to finish. Not just the energy, but, you know, understanding, being able to execute is another thing. The creativity is cool, but you can be creative and not be a good director. Yeah. You know, so a lot of being a good director just comes from understanding the business and being able to execute. Once you can execute, you become a great director. That's just it.
Like execute, like the artist's
plan,
or
whether
like
the artist's vision or it's your vision, execution is the biggest thing in our industry. So if you're not able to execute a video, then
have you ever shot a video and didn't turn out the way you wanted it to be?
No. Hell no. Everything we do, he always, you know, I mean, it's always been bullshits that come in it, you know what I'm saying? Like, we be having situations, maybe a model wouldn't show up or the car got fucked up on the way to the set, whatever it is, but we always trying to improvise, and, you know, that's something I'm very good at, you know, just thinking on the fly. So whenever I'm in a situation where it's like, shit is going bad, I always keep it together. And that's, I guess you can say that's another thing that, I'm not saying I'm a good director, but I'm saying I'm a good director.
You got to add that to your
it's in there. It's in there.
You seen him grow since y'all were, you know.
It's my dog. She don't
y'all go way back.
Crazy.
High school way back.
I know. How does it feel? Like,
it's good.
Everything just
changed.
I know. Like, damn, you took off.
I had to. Shit.
I know, but you've always had that vision.
Yeah, like, I did.
I remember that camera.
That's what she was telling me too. She kept saying, I always seen him with the camera. I always
had it, bro.
Did you know his friend Melissa that he used to like shoot for?
She was a model.
I didn't.
Oh.
I don't think I did.
Yeah. She's amazing.
That's how he was telling me, like, he started off like just like shooting with her, and you know the Monk group. And
I ain't gonna lie, I found out the secret was to have the camera on you too, because I got into everything with the camera. I ain't gonna lie.
Like, what you mean?
You know when you got a camera, be like, oh, you a cameraman? Go ahead, come in.
Oh, okay.
So like I was getting into like these clubs, shooting like these celebrities before, like without even being asked to. So like I remember I was in Austin and I pulled up to Lyrical Lemonade. I was supposed to be shooting with Tay Money, but she was already inside before I got there. So it's like I was stuck outside, and she couldn't come get me because she had a set. Yeah. So I just pulled out the camera. I'm like, yo, I'm shooting with, you know, so-and-so. And it was like, all right, just let me in. I was like, oh. Yeah. So, you know, so that kind of just helps. Whenever you got a camera, they know you there to work. And, you know, I got in there and I ended up shooting the baby's photo. I shot Stunner for Vegas. You know, just taking advantage of all the opportunities that come with being in those environments is what I was really good at too. So I just used it to my advantage, to be honest.
Out of all the people you done worked with, who's your favorite?
All of them, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, that's cap.
All right, you heard?
That's cap.
I'll say I'm my favorite to work with.
That's cap. Yeah, who your favorite, bro? Everybody can be your favorite.
Everybody was great, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I think the funniest was definitely Gherbo.
Oh my gosh.
And Choppa.
NLE
was
Choppa?
funny. Yeah. He was hilarious.
What was it? What was experiences with them and working?
Well, because Choppa is like 20, so like.
Oh yeah, he's very young. Oh, I forget he's that young, bro.
Yeah, he's mad young. So like working with him was like we got to crack jokes, you know.
Bro,
what I'm
he's
saying?
not 20.
No, deadass. I think he just
I gotta look that
20.
up. Nah, hell nah. That's crazy.
Bro, he's young.
Nah.
He might be 20 or 21, but when we shot the video, he was still young. So
I was with her. You know, that's my.
Oh, that's you.
You know what's crazy? This nigga's 19.
You said what?
This nigga's 19.
Oh, he's still 19.
That's crazy.
Oh, so okay.
Wait,
so he's not even 20.
Birthday?
November 1st, 2002.
So he's turning 20 in a couple months. But like conversations with like him, it's like, you know, you can relate because he's still young. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I mean, I'm 25, but still, like, we get to like crack jokes that you normally wouldn't do.
Yeah.
You know, it's like professional, but it's still fun.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of my sets are like that. So it's just
Yeah, you've always had good energy.
yeah,
like
great
that,
energy.
like-
So just understanding and just working with people that are lively. But then there's some sets where you got to go in and get the job done. You can still crack jokes, but it's like you got to focus.
Yeah.
You know, Flip De Niro was the same way. He's good vibes.
Experience with Gherbo because that's her favorite artist.
Oh yeah.
That's who she loves.
Like,
She kind of put me on him. I ain't gonna lie.
word?
A little bit.
I know
A little
I
bit.
did. I
No, relax.
did. I did.
I ain't gonna lie. You put me on like, oh,
I put him on Lil Herb.
Word?
okay, yeah, all right, yeah.
Yeah.
And you put me on a little bit on like, you know, the old shit, but I was always on the new shit though. I was on the new shit.
Nah, it was cool.
Yeah, he's my
I forgot how I met him. It was my man's Laka, the dude whose production company I was working
Shout
with.
out to Laka, man.
Nah, yeah, he the GOAT.
You brought him up a lot.
We had linked up at a studio. We was at a studio. That's where I first met him. And then we had a shoot where I wasn't directing, but I was still there, you know. And then later on, I ended up directing a video that he was on a feature with. And after that, he just kind of had familiar faces. And then we ended up shooting like a couple videos for him. And then, you know, we went to my last video I just did with him, which is unreleased with A Boogie. We kind of like chopped it up past work, and it was just like one of those, like he's just one of those people that's just real down to earth and you know cool, have conversations with you, all type of shit. And he
Look at you smiling.
Oh my God.
So it was a good experience.
That's so live, like.
And now we just, you know,
Yeah.
he knows who I am. I know who he is.
Nah,
So
yeah,
that's all.
nah, it's crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like when I was like, damn, this guy's really working with Gherbo. Like all these people, bro. Like,
Nah, yeah, it's been a crazy journey, man.
let's move back to sports.
Word.
Who is some of your favorite sports teams currently? Basketball, football.
I used to like the Texans, but they suck, so I had to switch up, and I switched to the Rams after I moved to LA.
Bro.
So I apologize. I might be a Raiders fan this year though, cause I be switching, especially with football.
You be switching? I'll be switching too.
I gotta switch.
I don't
I'm
like to
tired
say
of
it,
it.
but I'll
I
be
started
switching
being
too.
loyal. I was loyal to the Texans since I started supporting them.
They suck. Wait, who's your favorite team?
I started doing too much. It's always gonna be the Panthers.
See,
Always.
you can stay with them, but look, the
Nah,
Texans traded our best players. And I
Nah,
was
facts,
Yeah.
facts,
I was
facts.
just-
I don't know what the fuck they were
after that,
doing.
I was done, bro. When
I was-
Hopkins got traded, it was over.
I was gonna say after DeAndre, I was done,
like-
over with.
Wait, I thought you say like Cowboys because you know CD.
No, I got Panthers. That's my
now you
blood.
can
Yeah.
like a player though.
But I mean, yeah. I mean,
Nah, facts.
I ain't gonna lie. I hated the Cowboys.
No, I
I've
hate the
never
Cowboys
been a
too.
fan till
Me either,
CD.
Me either. I ain't gonna lie. Me
Till
either.
CD went
yeah.
there.
Me either.
Like,
I hope
and
it's
that's the
on
only
Watson
reason
comes
I'll
back.
support them is because of CD ass.
Nah, facts.
Nah, yeah, he's good.
And I like what's his name? Ezekiel. Is that his name?
Ezekiel Elliott.
You just think he cute.
I'm fucking weak.
There
There go the
She
truth.
don't know that nigga for real. She just think that nigga cute and shit.
There go the
He's a
truth.
good- He's a good player.
Yeah.
Basketball wise, I'm a LeBron fan. So
You a
wherever
LeBron
he
fan?
at,
I'm a LeBron fan too.
I'm fucking with bro. So
But-
wherever he at, I'm there.
Do you like what KD is doing right now in terms of like trying to switch teams? And do you feel like
Not because they give a lot of
he's a
shit.
track star?
Nah, definitely because they gave LeBron a lot of shit when he did it the right way.
Yeah.
After his contract was over, and KD's just doing anything.
No, yeah.
So I don't know what's going on with him, but
I think I just feel like it's very. I'm just like pussy. Like I ain't gonna lie. I'm
It
honest,
is.
bro. Just off
he's
the
good,
simple
too, so I
fact
don't
that
get
like
it.
yeah, like but it's just off the simple fact that like you've left so many like locations
Right.
and like forced your way out. And like you weren't happy in like situations that like you know what I'm saying. You were a Steph winning
Right.
championships. You still weren't happy. You go to Brooklyn,
Yeah.
y'all lose. Now you want out.
But he did the step thing just so he can get a ring though. Like you know, after
He did. And
that, he was-
I never respected that shit. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like I
Right.
never did. Like people have their like own mixed reviews about.
Yeah, you
like,
could have went to a better team instead of the ones that was whooping your ass.
Like y'all were just down 3-1. Y'all were up 3-1 and y'all lost and then you went and joined them. Like
Yeah,
that would
that's
always
tough.
forever be weird to me.
Yeah, that's tough. That's
But-
tough. But he knew what he was doing.
Give me your top 5 favorite artists right now.
Favorite artist?
Right now. And not just people that you've worked with, like
Right.
your personal top 5
Drake,
favorite artists.
number one.
I like him.
That is never going.
I like him. I like him. I like
Drake
him.
is number one.
I like
Oh
him.
my God.
I like him.
I fuck with Drake. I listen to the Vori a lot.
Vori, I haven't really gotten into him. That's Meek Mill's artist, right?
He's fire, bro. Like his
He's
music.
from Houston, right?
Yeah, his music
that's
is
crazy.
like. It's like one of those. It's not toxic, but it's toxic. It's
Yeah.
like toxic where it's like,
Like Future Toxic?
nah, his Future is on another level. His music is just so like soulful. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's like the male Beyonce. Pause. I don't know if that's getting out, but that's what he sounds like. You know what I'm saying? So he gives me that vibe, and I fuck with his music. I like who I like. I like Dirk. I'm a big Dirk fan. I listen to Dirk's music a lot. Burna Boy is one of my favorite. Obviously, putting on for the country.
Facts.
And who else I listen to a lot? Man, that might be it.
That's 4.
I have a wild like range of music. Like I listen to all type of music.
Okay.
So I don't have like, because I have to. You know what I'm saying, with the work I do. So I don't have like a specific. But if I give you one more, I say, let me see.
Who's your top 5 right now?
Beyonce, number 1.
You liked the album?
I did.
I heard it was different. It was weird. I haven't listened to it though. I haven't listened to it.
It's definitely different. It's different.
I haven't listened to it.
Giveon is the last one.
Giveon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck
Giveon for sure.
Who else? Who else? And I said right now.
Well, I got Gherbo is in there.
Of
Gherbo
course.
is in there.
You listen to a lot of her?
I do.
That's
Like,
a lot of that's a
Bro,
lot of gangster shit.
No, bro. Every time I ride in the
My
car,
nigga
it's
be
murder, murder,
rapping.
kill, kill, kill.
My name that's not true.
It is. It is.
That's
Don't lie.
not
Don't lie. You
true.
play a lot of G Herbo, which is cool.
No, I do.
I like G
know, I
Herbo,
know.
but it's just
But
like, you know.
It be you gotta listen to him.
Nah,
you gotta listen.
you gotta sprinkle in
It's
some
not-
Drake.
He be preaching to you.
Nah, I ain't like he be spitting. No, I fuck with G Herbo. No, he's hard. He's hard.
He's a
But it's
great
just like, you know,
storyteller.
listening to like kill, murder shit all day is like, dude, you know.
Okay, but
Let me
it's not
sprinkle in
always,
some Drake. I need some Drake sprinkled in.
If you mix it up, it's
Okay,
a
well,
good mix up.
okay, don't do that.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying.
You get a good little mixture.
You do,
It
you
depend
do.
on my mood.
It's right.
How I feel.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
But lately, as of lately, it's been Giveon, Beyonce, Brent. Brent just dropped some shit.
Brent Fires, yeah.
Who else?
Do you like Travis Scott?
Yeah, he's cool. I don't really listen to his music a lot.
Damn, what?
Nah, yeah.
Why?
I guess
I don't
Drake.
know.
Bro, the reason why I asked you that question is because she hates Travis Scott, bro.
Oh, wow.
Like,
Don't say I hate Travis
Okay,
Scott.
you- okay.
I just don't listen to his music.
but you understand the significance behind Travis Scott, though,
There's a significance behind him.
of why he's so significant in the world, why he's so significant. Bro, that's not funny, bro. Why he's so significant to like Houston culture
Oh no, to Houston, he's definitely massive.
in the world. But Houston, like, we're from Houston, so
I
I'm
wouldn't
saying
say
Houston.
in the world, but
Yeah,
I would
like-
say
Y'all are
Houston.
crazy.
But like, I don't hate anybody. You know, feel me? I like everybody's great in what they do, but the world is crazy.
You don't think, bro? Like, this is why I say he has so much influence over the world. He sells clothes, shoes, and they sell out in like 2 minutes.
So
that's
What?
the world.
Beyonce?
That's the world.
That's Houston.
No, that's the world.
That's
No,
Houston.
it's not the world.
Wait, that is literally the world.
I'm not
Houston
gonna lie,
is the
it's not
reason
the
it
world.
sells out.
No,
When it drops, the entire Houston
no.
is buying it.
You're
That
fact. That's
California,
fact. That's
probably.
facts.
And probably LA.
Houston,
Yeah.
LA, the world though.
That's 2 cities, gang.
No, I'm talking about the world though. Y'all are saying 2 cities. I am
I
saying
ain't
the
never
world.
been in,
I'm
I ain't
not
never
gonna
been to
lie.
France
Happy
to see a
Meal.
nigga rocking Cactus Jack.
Huh?
I ain't never been to France seen a nigga rocking Cactus Jack.
Well, I mean, you probably went at that time. I don't
No,
know.
but you know what I seen?
I
I
don't
seen
know.
a nigga rocking some Yeezys, bro, because Kanye is the world.
See, yeah, yeah.
I mean, okay, I can't argue that Kanye is crazy.
Well, with his influence in the world is
Yeah,
massive.
his influence in the world.
I'm not a big fan of his music as well, too, though. But
For real?
Nah. I never really got into it.
Kanye.
Yeah.
Why?
He's great, though. He's great, but I never really just listened to his shit for real. I don't know. It's just certain.
It's crazy.
Like when I
Like
listen
now,
to.
or like even back then.
No, back
like,
then, of course, we was
Yeah.
really listening to what he's like. Even when he dropped Donda, like I wasn't really like listening for him. I listened to like the features where he had like Vori and a couple other niggas, but like
So you
I
think-
feel like Kanye is more of an icon. To me, I see
Yeah.
him as an icon in like the influence that he has on
Yeah.
culture, right?
Yeah.
So when it comes to like his clothing brand, what he means to the culture is what
So what
I
did
Like
respect him as.
Jay-Z,
Yeah, exactly.
what did the Yeezus documentary like do for you?
Nothing.
Especially. Oh, you didn't really care.
I didn't. Well, I feel like it started at, and it also could be like how when they started recording, they just kind of took us into like Kanye as a producer, as a very good producer, and we never really see how he got to that point. You feel me? So like
say that one more time.
So like when we watched the documentary,
Uh-huh.
we saw Kanye in the light of when he was already working with the labels and he was already a good producer. We didn't really see him in the light of when he first started. How did he get to the point of where he became that? How did you get to those rooms where now you're making beats for Pharrell? You know what I'm saying? He was already in those establishments. Like he was already established. But then that could also be because when they started recording the documentary, he was already in those positions to win. But he was very hard working.
I got to push back on that.
I mean, you could tell me.
Because I feel like at the start, it was showing him his early days of being a producer and getting in the door being the producer. And then as the episode goes longer, it's him making it as an artist.
Right. But if you're already a successful producer, it's not as hard as it is to be an artist because now you know these rappers.
But you gotta look at it in terms of like back then, trying to become a rapper and you was like a producer.
Of course.
They weren't taking him like super serious.
But how many artists can relate to that story though?
Now it's different though.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. When you say what did I learn from it, I can't really learn much but to work hard.
But I was saying learning from the part of like Coogee because he was a videographer and you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying in terms of like you learning from that aspect, not just from like Ye.
In that situation, you know, he was in a great spot to be friends with Kanye. So, you know, in that area, you definitely want to, you know, capitalize. I never really had a rapper that got on and we was best friends growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that I'm kind of at right now, I'm meeting them at these stages. So, you know, I don't really understand their story much, but you know, we kind of just.
Well, I feel like you understand Monk Group's story. And
Monk is they're the only group that I could say like, okay, I know where everybody's coming from and I know how we got here, you know? So, and that's why even outside of the videos, I started like managing them because I understood how good they were and how great they can be. So with that, that's like the only artist that I say, okay, I grew up. But I was more talking about somebody that's like on like in the rap game right now. So
what made you want to go into like the manager role and start? Because I know you managed them and Sinister too, right?
No, I just shot a video for her.
Oh, I thought you managed her.
No. I only managed them. And you know, I was looking at some other people, but with them it was more of kind of understanding like my position now and knowing that I know all these, you know, labels and I'm close with a couple good people and I'm able to, you know, create opportunities for them that I probably wouldn't have been able to do like 2 years ago. So like 2 years ago, it was just more about shooting the videos, but like now it's more about the videos and everything else around it, you know? So whether they come to LA and then we in the studio with Herb or they in the studio with, you know, so they pull up to the set, you know, just putting them in an environment where they get to meet these artists and, you know, have conversations with these artists and, you know, just kind of just network. So those are the opportunities that I'm kind of creating now for them. And they work really hard. So they damn near, I don't even have to really check up on when they dropping music. Like they do all of that by themselves. So I can't take nothing away from them. My job is just to make sure like they going somewhere. So
what you think is the next step for them to actually like, you know, blow up and shit?
Bro, we've been in so many label meetings, bro. I've had conversations with a lot of label reps, you know, just showing them like the music, and a lot of people, you know, mess with it. It's just they're a group, you know what I'm saying? These are conversations we've had, but getting a group to get, it's very hard. I'm not gonna lie, because they see groups like the Migos, them niggas talking about they broke up. So like it's not a good look. Back then it would have worked.
I feel like there's not like a lot of successful groups anyway.
Ray Short, you saw what happened to them niggas. So it's like a lot of labels are scared in that situation because you don't want to sign somebody and they end up breaking up, which I don't think would happen to them. But
do you think they be trying to individually take certain artists from like your group?
I'm sure they do that. Sometimes they'll probably give you a deal and not involve one person in it. But
no, I was saying that in terms of like, does the label come to you and be like, hey, well, like we like this particular person in the group. I don't really know about the others.
Oh, nah.
Is it like a thing, or they've all wanted?
No, I've never really had a conversation where they just trying to separate it. I've more been the one going to have these conversations, so I'm bringing it as a package.
Okay.
You know, so they don't really, you know, I haven't been in a situation where it's been reached out for. I'm just more doing the reaching out because, you know, I'm just, you know, I have a relationship with these people, so, and just trying to find the best situation for them. But they're past the local artists for sure. Yeah, they know there's literally no artists in the city fucking with them. you can.
I gotta
mark that.
respect it.
You can book it.
I gotta respect it.
Because the shit that they've done, they went on their own tour.
Yeah.
They went on their own tour.
You
know what I'm saying? Like they, it's not even a conversation.
They be working hard, bro.
Shout out to everybody else.
No facts.
But
no facts. No facts.
Shout out to everybody else, but the gang is on. They doing what they doing. We just waiting for.
I really want people from Houston to like blow up. You know what I'm saying? We're seeing like Neyo.
Right.
You know
No, they're great, but those people are already famous. Though.
Yeah. But I mean, I feel like she had a quick ascension. So like,
right.
But I'm saying like in terms of like up like you know what I'm saying? I've interviewed a lot of up and coming people.
Of course.
So like, I just want like Houston culture to like grow.
And it's
like,
hard because you got to make it outside of Houston before you make it in Houston.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so in terms of like, do you feel like it's smart for artists to like move Houston and go to a different city to
yes.
like, kind of?
And that's what we've talked about with them, but it's just hard to move 4 people. That's 4 different lives. You know what I'm saying? Compared to one person where you.
But I feel like you're gonna have to make the sacrifice, bro. If that's what you really want to do.
No, for sure. But then it's like you also have to be smart. You got to understand how much leverage you have. What's the plan? True. And everybody has their personal lives, their significant others. Like, what's gonna happen to them? You're just gonna say, you know what I'm saying? So like, we've had these conversations. It's just very hard to do. Yeah, very very hard. Yeah. One person maybe me and you could go to LA together.
Yeah,
but
you can't. A whole 4 group.
That's tough. So, but yeah, artists definitely do need to find other ways to kind of make it. And Houston might not be the best situation. I mean, Travis Scott didn't stay here.
I always bring up him.
He didn't stay here. He was in LA. Beyonce didn't stay here.
Did she not stay here? She went to LA?
I don't know where she went, but she definitely wasn't here. I think because she was probably fucking with Jay-Z at the time.
At that point, yeah, she was. Yeah,
she had
she was already with.
But it's a lot of artists that do come up here though. Like Maxo is very successful.
Yeah.
But even he
but I feel like there was a time period where he moved like 2016, 2017. He was really in LA. Working a lot. You know,
because that's where it's at. Yeah. So you can make it here for sure, but it's a lot harder unless you go viral, crazy viral. Yeah. And then of course, like Tisa Karina, like he's doing great. So.
But I feel like if you as long as you stay here, you always just stay
at a certain level.
Yeah.
You know but if you're trying to go pop star.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying, global. Because I was just talking to DJ Holidays about that. You know what I'm saying? In terms of like, he throws like little events and shit. And yeah, you're known in Houston, but like what's going to push you to that point where you're like global and like the world is fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? Not just Houston.
And that's why I'm like, with Monk Vision, I know it's going to happen because we went to D.C. for a show. These niggas ain't never heard of my guys. And they turned the whole city up. Like that show was one of the best shows I've ever seen in my life. We had niggas jumping off the speakers.
They was telling me.
Bro, it was dumb.
Yeah.
I had goosebumps just standing on stage watching this shit happen. And we did that in D.C. Nobody fucking lives there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know not one nigga that live in D.C.
Nah, fact.
So, like, being able to...
Shout out to Wale.
Oh, yeah,
he from
him.
D.C. area.
But, like, going in that situation, being underground artists and doing stuff like that, I'm surprised the labels is not just kicking at my front door trying to get it. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's all timing.
Yeah. So what's next for you, man?
Shit, I'm still waiting on Chris Brown. I'm waiting on my boy Chris Breezy to hit up, you know what I'm saying, get a video with my man. I'm waiting on Drake, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of artists that I want to work with, bro.
Nah, bro, I ain't gonna lie. You have to fly me out, bro. Like, hey, no homo. Hey.
Nah, you.
Hey.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna say it here. The first time, if I ever work with Drake, it's a wrap.
Hey, not facts.
I'm probably gonna retire after that. I'm just
Hey.
I'm just chatting.
Hey, share the love, bro. I gotta be there, bro. I gotta be there. You gotta be there for Gherbo whenever the next time you were her. But I gotta be there for Drake, bro.
Nah, yeah, I gotta be there.
I gotta be there for Drake, bro. Anywhere you at, bro, just call me. Like
I'll let you know.
I'm on the first plane ticket.
Hopefully he don't retire by the time we get to that spot. But
my boy working. He always working. We just texted the other day.
Oh yeah, you did.
Nah, yeah, he's just. He said he got about like 2-3 more albums. And he gonna,
all right, by 2-3 albums, I should be.
Yeah, you gonna be there.
I'm there right now.
Exactly.
It's just the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? You got to really wait because Drake work with specific people, and you got to be at a certain like
level
where you shoot his video. But then sometimes he does cool videos where it doesn't have to be crazy. But it's like if I get a Drake video, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, facts. You gonna.
Yeah, so. Whoever his people are, if you ever come across this, just tap in.
Bro, I got you, bro. I'll be locked in. OVO. Nah, for real. Bro, y'all think I'm playing. Y'all think I'm playing, bro. Bro, hold on,
you
bro.
Locked in?
Bro, I'm trying to tell me and Fort, bro. What that say right there? What that say right there?
This nigga don't put the wrong Drake name on it.
What that say right there?
Okay.
Bro,
That said Drake OVO. But you know I gotta go through some people to get to some people to get to some people. So,
Nah,
you know what I'm
but
saying?
yeah, I got a couple artists I still need to work with. I want to work with. Like
Yeah.
Nicki's on my list. I like Nicki.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say Nicki.
Beyonce.
Her too.
That's actually brings me to a great question. Who are some people that you've worked with that you haven't? You know, what I'm saying? I mean, who are some people that you haven't worked with that you want to work with future wise?
It's a lot. It's a lot of them, bro. I'm not even. I haven't even maxed out my potential yet.
Nah,
bro.
facts.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I got people like Beyonce, people like Drake. You know, Nicki, Chris Brown, and I like Spanish music too. So you know, Ozuna, J Balvin, Bad Bunny. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I definitely want to work with Burna Boy. We got to do that for the culture. But you know, we still got to work to get to that spot. So right now it's great. It's cool.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like you're on the way there, bro. It's just a matter of just like timing and
nah, for sure.
keep grinding. You're already, you know what I'm saying, where you are now.
No, we know the people.
Yeah.
So they know who we are. They just
Yeah.
got to send it to you because they believe that you can execute whatever the vision is. So when those people that we already know that's watching this, when they get to that point, then they just going to send it.
Who's my last question to you is who's the next person you would want to see on the Phantom Experience? And if you say somebody, you got to help me bring them on here.
Oh, really? Damn, that's tough.
Nah, yeah, I'm sorry. I'll got that in there.
I got my man. You should definitely meet my man's Locker for sure. He's gonna be in the city. I got my party on the 5th. I'm throwing my birthday party in the city, so y'all gotta pop out.
We locking in? We going?
For sure.
You don't have a choice, bro. If you're not there, then what do you do?
Oh, this is Friday.
Yeah, we outside.
Okay, bet.
It's a mansion party, so we he's gonna be in the city. I could talk to him. He's like very, very known in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of the people that you definitely want to talk to.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not joking.
Nah, facts.
Like, he's
When does he come in?
on the 4th.
Okay.
He's real man. So, and I was telling you before we started recording that you got to really apply pressure if you're really trying to get in the position that I know you want to be in.
Yeah.
So type it in with the right people that can help you out.
Yeah.
That's what you need to do. So I got you. If you want Locker on this, I'll
Nah,
probably talk
we
to you.
gonna get Locker. I just need you know what I'm saying, put that number in.
And he Nigerian too. So
And he
that's
Nigerian?
probably-
Oh yeah, it's green.
Yeah, he's
just get bro, you know what I'm saying? We gonna be
for sure.
lit.
Show people.
I'll tell him. But
Nah,
yeah,
fact.
Friday. We
up.
We turning up.
We out there.
We
You
up
know what I'm saying?
Friday
You
then.
know what I'm saying? As soon as we, get off, we slide in.
Where y'all work at?
We're at Papa Dough right now.
Oh, where's to that?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man, we thugging right now.
Oh, y'all both work together?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's fire. You work with my man's Josh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Josh is the one that put me
dead.
in with you.
I know, yeah.
You didn't know that?
He hit us in the chat. He was telling us about you, and I was watching your shit before he said something though. I seen your video. You did somebody. I forgot who it was, and then he was like, "Yo, y'all should do this with so and so." I was like, "Yo, I was really about to hit him up for Monk Vision already." So it kind of worked out that he already.
No,
spoke
facts.
about you, so.
It's crazy. No, it's crazy because
Josh funny.
Josh came and I didn't even know Josh before he got there.
Word.
But like, I don't know, bro. We just started chopping it up one day. And then I don't know.
He was
like,
high,
hey.
huh?
Yeah, always. Nigga geeked as fuck. Josh always
His ass
high.
always smoke.
Nigga was like, yeah, bro, like you gotta tap in with Monk, bro. Like, and I ain't gonna lie, I just love the energy of them niggas, bro. Like when they came in, bro, it was like, like the energy was just high. You know, sometimes you bring somebody in, you interview somebody, and like their energy might be low or like
That's what I'm trying to.
the personality or whatever. But like them
telling
niggas, like they really like uplifting. Like I fuck with all them niggas. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what I'm
Like,
telling you, bro. There's no way they don't get on, bro.
So it's all love, man.
and when
But,
they do, we gonna come back in here, bro.
nah, we tapped in. You too, like so I feel like
Nah,
this
for
is
sure.
only early stages of you right now. You're still in your early stages.
Shit,
but-
it took me 2 years to get where I'm at.
But
So,
you got a long way to go. You know what I'm saying? You've already, like, you know what I'm saying? You've already got a lot of success currently.
For sure.
But you have more to come. That's what I'm trying to say. So
of course,
I
we
appreciate
going
you for
up.
coming on.
Yes, sir. And whenever I get my next shoot, you can pop out, bro. We be shooting a lot in Houston,
Tap in with me.
and then we gonna get you.
You know, that's your dog right there.
I get out, yes.
We dog now. We Nigerian. We locked in.
Nah, for sure.
But nah, I appreciate y'all for watching.